Hello, I'd like to welcome back to Castlevania Portrait Room, where today we do some insanely important things required for A, the good ending, and B, we get the strongest weapon in the game, and pretty much will not have to swap out unless I feel like doing it for reasons I can't explain, to show you how it all began. Oh, got some serious hiccups. Did a video on Craft the World today, since it had an update. It was pretty cool. I like the underground world. Dragons are pretty tough. You got all those weird flying monsters that are annoying as always. I am kind of curious though. What's going to be at the bottom? It seems to be very strongly leaning that this is one of the final worlds or something. Oh, and yes, the shaman is part of regular spawning. If you make a custom map, it still does that. So yeah, here I'm faffing about a lot. I'm actually trying to... Yeah, I figure out that the roast stem does not have the weird chain move. It just is a forward dash. I don't know why. It's super mysterious. It's mysterious. Oh boy, so mysterious. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's mysterious. Oh boy, so mysterious. What's with this? Oh, I had Sanctuary equipped. Gonna need to have Sanctuary equipped soon, though. This is a good final area music, by the way. Except it's not the final area. It's only the final area if you decide to go for the bad ending. Which I do not. If people want me to, I can. Still. The save is still there, technically. Oh, no! Spin devils are just spinning me crazy. You can do it. Yeah! You hit that lady with a throwing star. That's polite. I wonder why she feels lonely. Wouldn't think succubi would be the ones to say, I'm so lonely. Oh, I ever showed off Thunderbolt and the Piercing Beam. I think the Piercing Beam is basically just Nova, only slightly. It looks a bit cooler. I did not show off the elements which would show up at the top. Sorry for that. Can you believe that? Oh, I'm not gonna say it. For reasons that I can't explain. It's a Super Mario 64 staircase wall! Exciting stuff's happening. I like this song, it's pretty good. It fits the fact that I'm fighting a giant sword with floating shields and more swords. That's more swords than 4 swords! That joke was absolutely not forced whatsoever. Hello, succubi lady. Oh no! I've beaten you. So lonely. Lonely. The missus is lonely. Give her a smoochie. On that cheek. Yay! Jonathan does his weird beginning animation of a roll. I think the roll would have been a lot more interesting as a combat maneuver if it didn't require such a rather fast and annoying button input. Yay, I have luck bolstered. Bolstering is what I like to call it, or sometimes I call it buffing, but bolstering has such a punch to it. This is the final guard. Like many giant armor enemies, he's kind of wonky. This guy has the strange attribute of he has 50 HP, but he takes 1 damage, so hitting him a lot is how you kill him. Hit him a lot and hit him fast. So I'm just oafing around with a couple of things. I like the little wolf on his chest. Or whatever that is. Oh, it's a skeleton! Looks a bit like a wolf's. Remind me of that Witcher symbol, but I guess it's something else. Oh no! That is the sloppiest sword slice I've ever seen. Come on. I know that his arm is a rigid sprite, but you can futz around with it. Oh yeah. Ah! I like how you can skip him altogether. The final guard isn't even required. He's resistant to everything. And he has 2 drops that I need to get at some point. Wah, wah. I wonder what magic spell would be best on him. Tempest, maybe? We'll see when I get to it. It's kind of strange. Final guard is the most game enemy possible, because how could he be resistant to literally everything and still be this frail? That is such a video game enemy, it just doesn't make any sense, because everything here is a weakness and has some degree of fragility to them. So, to get the good ending, you'll have to cast Sanctuary. I don't know if they have to be in it, but it seems to be pretty lenient. Your best opportunity is just... Okay, I could have made this if she didn't spawn, because depending on their first move, you can pull this off relatively easily, or it's going to be a bit hard. So you need to keep her on screen just enough that she doesn't like despawn. Because if she does, she cancels her casting. Now, if you look close, Loretta was only just inside that. So you seem to have a pretty good leeway on that spell. And you only have to hit one of them, it seems. It would make sense, because it's kind of hard to hit both. And if one of them is hit, what would the other one do? Though that has happened before when we fought Stella alone. Loretta, by the way, gets very, very little character. Stella does all the fun stuff, and Loretta just sort of oafs around. Also, for fuck's sake, Loretta, that thing looks retarded on your head. You look like the doll from Bloodborne. We already know that! I like how she just tells him, oh no, you don't get any introductions. You had your introduction at the beginning of the game. What an awfully convenient way to seal a painting. They still look pretty pale compared to Jonathan and the gang. So yeah, we cannot use the 2 innermost paintings. Which is alright. So I did this fight as a joke. I was not expecting to actually win this, or to come off okay, but I did magically. If you want to, you can wait and do the Forgotten City, aka the sandy area on the leftmost painting, and get the Holy Armor, which dramatically reduces the amount of damage that this Belmont can inflict upon you, since it halves. I think it halves it altogether, which is pretty good. Probably makes them a lot more bearable. But, because I do them this early, yeah, Cream Pie is probably the best. Shuriken is also pretty good, but Cream Pie, it's the cream de la cream. Or creme de la creme, whatever you want. So yeah, we have to fool the whip into thinking we're good enough for it, even though we're not. So the best thing you can do is get him stuck throwing axes by jump attacking a bunch. Do not get too close or he'll use his whip, and he's got a whole slew of attacks. He probably also still has the, by the way, they really lined up those tiles nicely, but he probably also has the Grand Cross Crash, which is ridiculously powerful if it is in the game. Also, you might notice a minor graphical glitch in the top left, which is probably the emulator. Yeah, look at the... He has 5,000 health, and I do a lot. I need to hit him about 200 times or something. Considering how fast I can throw these and how little MP they cost, I make the big buku bucks, as they say. And being in the air and close to him, he constantly throws axes. I think he just throws his axes in general. But at some point you have to swap because he gets slightly closer every time. And now he's stuck and now I can bombard him. Yeah! Eat cream pie! Oh, hurts! I demand you eat all the cream pies. Good song. I'm gonna look that song up. Yeah, but you can use the whip as much as you want. So, it deals whip and holy damage, and its forward attack is tremendously powerful. It is one of the few criticals that I'll say is super duper useful. Wow, that is a pretty snazzy boss theme. I've looked it up and I've listened to it and it's great. Damn, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good intro just to begin with. So yeah, I'm going to the Dark Academy, which is where we pick up a very important power, which we are going to use extensively in the coming few episodes to collect a lot of collectibles that we missed, because I think it is the last power-up that lets us access new areas. So, quick tip, if you hold the button after attacking just a little bit, you'll do a little bit of extra damage because it goes limp for just a second. And it's a great way to squeeze out a few extra points of damage. Oh no! It's Naked Flower Lady. Why are you in this game, Naked Flower Lady? Why is your hair pink if your flower is white? This does not add up. Oh, these trees are weird because they spawn flea men, which adds a lot of implications to what flea men are. Biyoko! They probably have some sort of name in the tweets? Cheeps? Chirps? Those little microwave things. I think they're called peeps. Oh, whatever. See if I care about your American confectionery that fits in microwaves. Dragonfly that shoots fire. It's almost like it's a pun. I like how the little wings float around for a second. Huh! Ooh. I didn't know you could click the timer at the bottom of the Windows Movie Player to change what it shows. Time left, time total, and time total and total time. That's some sweet design decisions. Oh look, it's Black Crows because the Blue Crows were a giant threat to us. Doody 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 doody. Man, I'm not even that tired. I'm just yawning. Minotaur, taste my super attack of doof. Which is like death and destruction, only doofier. Oh, he's such a ninja. You're so Naruto, throwing ninja stars at crows. Like a shuriken man. Hello, Vapula. You have a lot of runes on your notes. You need to owl up there. And we're nearby. That's the way it is. Man, what's this yawning coming from? I'm not tired or anything. Huh. Because I'm so used to being tired right now that I'm just preemptively yawning despite not being tired. Take that, you whack whack tree. I'm a whack you good. I still don't know how I'm going to do the grind. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do screenshots. Like, I don't care at this point. That's still not going to work, is it? Maybe. Yeah, I'll just do screenshots. I'll just make screenshots like bling 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 bling. Because the collectathon isn't that interesting. So I'll try to keep it sleek and simple. Like an in-betweeny. Like I used to do. I used to do in-betweenies. So I'll just make an in-between of everything that needs to be done in the other areas now. Get all the grind items and all that. And at the end, just before the final boss, I'll show every single enemy and their dropped items and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, what am I getting myself into? Wah wah. Man, the castle sure looks spiffy. Huh. I wonder... Nah. Like, this map seems to specifically avoid having two teleport rooms above each other. Especially in the rightmost area, that's obvious, because there's multiple layers and all that. It's a miracle. Same way it's a miracle you're still a ghost. Huh? You've already unlocked the vampire killer, but that was supposed to give you tips and tricks. Yo. I'm counting on you.
I'll make you a deal.
Sure you will, and I'll make you a deal. X-Lax. That was a joke. I love it. I always feel like I have more duplicates than I really do. Oh, I wish I had just all the... Oh man, it's gonna be a pain to do that guy's quest. I'm probably just gonna grind to a nice even number that I can buy potions with or something, and then go back and, you know, do what needs to be done. I will now shuffle this deck of cards using only magic. You didn't shuffle them, you just sort of took apart the decks and flipped them. Yes, but now I have created a brand new combination. I like how we pick up Hobo's clothes. It's the best clothes. Hobo's clothes OP, please nerf. Yeah, I misread it. I thought it said 53, which would have been a ridiculous increase in defense. Yay! This ability isn't that great, because the increase is ineligible. It's, I think it's 7 or 15 to both, which isn't that great when you think about it, but hey, if you really need some buffs, you can get it. And I forget that you have to do whatever the spellcast technique is. If you're Jonathan, you need to press R. If you are her, you need to press up, because you're the one who cast the spell, and you have to use up to do the spell thing. It's also how you cancel most of your buffs anyway. I don't see why that platform isn't jumped through, since this still... whatever. That's where the Nest of Evil is, by the way, but I thought it was open, but it wasn't. +7. +15. Not that bad. If you need to grind something that's a little bit too tough, you can use that. You'll still get some luck increase. I'm only level 28. Wow. I wanted to see if you could roll longer. That's what I was trying to do. So there's an item we have to pick up here. I'll see you guys then. Until then, see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.